Hello and welcome to this short video tutorial regarding control software for multi-channel high voltage power supplies of iseg Spezialelektronik GmbH. My name is Stefan Jog and I am one of the sales engineers at iseg. You can download all of the control software on our webpage www.iseg-hv.com under the tab Support. Here you can find software downloads and you can download the different control softwares. In this video I want to show you some of the functions and functionalities of the software called OPC Control. OPC Control is part of the OPC server package. Therefore, for the first installation you have to download the full iseg OPC server package, which is the file on top of the list. For future updates you don't have to download the full package again. You can just download the file iseg OPC Control and extract the zip file into the installation folder. After downloading the iseg OPC server package, you can double click the executable and specify an extraction path. In the extraction folder you will find an executable labeled iseg OPC setup, which is starting the installation process. Here again you can specify where the software shall be installed to. The standard installation path is program files iseg OPC OPC server. As the first step you will have to open the installation folder and do a configuration of your system. For that you have to open the iseg OPC config. In here you can specify which type of CAN hardware you are using, so either USB or PCI. You can specify the bitrate for the system, 125 or 250, and you can also make sure that your computer has recognized the correct hardware. If you are using just a single CAN line, please make sure that here the second CAN line is deactivated. Here you can specify where the whole configuration shall be saved. With clicking the button Next, you will come to a page where a connected system can be scanned for implemented modules. In this case I already had a previous configuration with different modules, which you can delete by clicking Remove All. If a system is connected and all of the previous steps have been correct, you should be able to see all of your modules on the right side of the screen. Please give the scanning process some time, it can take several seconds. As you can see, in my system I have two 8-channel modules implemented, which I can add to the configuration by clicking Add All. If you want to, you can also add or remove specific modules by selecting them and then clicking Add Selected or Remove Selected. With a click on Finish, the whole configuration is saved to the path specified in the window before and you can proceed to the next step. For this you have to go to the folder iseg OPC Control and click the executable iseg OPC Control to start the software. In the main window you can choose specific modules either by clicking with your mouse or using the arrow keys on your keyboard. You can also use the arrow keys to switch between the different items of a specified module. By double-clicking on a specific item field, you can directly enter new values with your keyboard. This overview window shows you key values of the high voltage modules, like the setting voltage, the measured voltage, the nominal voltage, which is the maximum of the module, the setting value for the current, the measurement value for the current, which is in this case indicated with an L to emphasize that it is in the lower current measurement range, due to the units I have used are high precision modules equipped with two measurement ranges, the nominal current and the status of the channel. In the lower part of the window you can find some additional information about the chosen module, like serial and firmware release number, information about the status of the supply voltages or the module temperature, or the settings for the voltage and current limit on the front panel, and the settings for voltage and current ramp speed. Under the tab System, you will find several options to change items for all channels of all modules of the connected system. So here you can switch on or off or change the setting values for voltage or current of all channels very quickly. You can also specify a current trip, which is a current threshold at which the channels will shut down. If the modules you are using are equipped with that function, you can also specify the reaction to an external inhibit signal. Other options are to change the voltage and current ramp speed, to clear all events of a module, or to start an emergency ramp down of all channels. As you can see with this, the status of all channels is set to emergency, which can be reset by going to System and then clear all modules emergency off. The last option here is the setting of kill enable or disable. This option specifies the reaction of the channels in case a preset current threshold is reached. If kill is disabled, the channel will only limit the output current. If kill is enabled, the channel will switch down and stay down until it is reset. In the tab module, you can find some of the same functionalities as in the tab System, but only affecting the selected module, which is indicated by the colored bar. But there are also additional settings which you will not find in the tab System, which I will explain shortly. You can either choose the module for which you want to make settings by clicking Select Module and enter a specific number, by clicking Previous or Next Module, or by using the up and down arrows on your keyboard. Similar to the tab System, you can here change the values for voltage or current ramp speed and clear all events of the module. The first new options for settings you have here are that you can change the values for the ADC sample rate and the digital filter which are used in the microprocessor of the modules for the output of measurement data. Depending on your application, changes for these two settings can greatly improve the quality of your measurement data. But we do suggest to be very careful while making changes for these values. More details about these two settings can be found in the manual of the modules you are using, and we do suggest everyone who wants to make changes here to take a close look at the manual at first. The next entry is supplies and temperature, where you can see some information about the module's supply voltages, temperature and the settings for the hardware limits of voltage and current. The next entry I want to talk about is the status control window. Here you can get an overview about former and present event states of this particular module. In the left column labeled status, you can see which events are currently ongoing. For example, if the supply voltages and temperature of the module are in an acceptable range, if the kill function is enabled, if the module is ramping the voltages, and some error messages. More details about the states in this and the other columns can again be found in the manuals. The second column, Event Status, gives you information about which states have been active at some point in the past, since the last clearing of events. In the column Event Mask, you can set some markers which are triggering notification messages for the selected event, which can then either be seen in the main window of the software or can be used for the detection of specific events in an external software, in case these modules are used in an external framework. In the column Control, you can change some settings, for example, activate kill enable or clear all events. Under Instructions for all channels, you can change the same settings I have already explained for the tab System, but only for the selected module. Finally, in the entry settings, you can customize how the software is presenting the data to you. You can specify with which unit and how many digits the set and measurement values for voltage and the two current measurement ranges, given that the modules you are using do have the two ranges, are shown. You can save these settings for either all modules in your system, only modules of the same type, or just a single module. Let us proceed to the tab Channel. The settings you can do here are only affecting a single channel, the one indicated with bold letters. You can choose the affected channel either by clicking Select Channel or press C on your keyboard. For every channel you can set different values for voltage, current trip and the reaction to an external inhibit signal. The difference between set current and set current trip is that set current defines a level at which the output current is limited, and set current trip defines a threshold at which the channel will shut down. With the function set current trip, it is possible to choose only selected channels which shall shut down in case a specific current is reached, in contrast to the module function kill enable, which is setting all channels of a module to shut down in case they reach their set current. The function to set current trip for single channels requires that the module function kill enable is deactivated. Here you can also switch the selected channel on or off, or set or reset the emergency mode. The next entries are to clear all channel events and to open the channel status control window. The channel status control window offers you different information than the status control window of the module, but the main segments are the same. The column status offers you information about what is going on at the moment. The column event status about which events have been active since the last clearing of events, and with the column event mask you can set triggers that specific events are sending a notification message. Information about the different event states can again be found in the manuals. A lot of information about the software and its functions can also be found in the help directory, which you can reach under the tab Help and then clicking Index, or by pressing F1 on your keyboard. As you can see, there are currently 3 different control programs for different interface options. These interface options are SNMP via Ethernet, OPC via CAN bus and the VME bus. A future version of this software will implement those 3 interface options into a single software. But the control options for the 3 currently available softwares are almost identical, and you can find a lot of information about these control options in this area here. Many thanks for watching this short video tutorial. Should you have any more questions regarding the software or the high voltage modules itself, please do not hesitate to contact us via any of the means given on our website www.iseg-hv.com. Thank you and bye bye.